What's up, Richard Timmons here. Here is my opening slash streaming segment where I talk about the films and series that are coming out this week, whether it be in theaters, streaming, etc. Now, not really a whole lot of TV shows this week, but there are some interesting movies. The big one is Thunderbolts. I am so much looking forward to see this. I got my tickets this week. It looks a lot of fun. You got some of my favorite MCU characters in recent years. So I'm definitely looking forward to see this. Hopefully, it does disappoint both. All right, now that's pretty much the bigger one out this week. Like, we don't really have a whole lot coming to streaming. Like on Netflix, we only have something called Extraterrestrial or something like that. When her son vanishes inside the U.S. Consulate, ex-Special Forces soldier Sarah does everything in her power to find them and uncover a dark conspiracy. Could be interesting. Uh, Also on Netflix, we got a film called The Rose of Versailles, which is an anime film set in 18th century. Four people meet in Versailles, friends, and live um, their respective destinies while being tossed by the sides of the era. Could be interesting, but who knows? On Amazon, we got Another Simple Favor coming out, where Stephanie Smothers agrees to, of course, the follow-up to 2018's A Simple Favor, with Anna Kendrick, Blake Lively, where of course Stephanie, agrees to travel to Italy to be the maid of honor for the devious and cunning Emily Nelson. However, she soon suspects Emily's good will is part of an elaborate plan for revenge. I really quite enjoy the first Simple Favor, so hopefully the sequel will be decent. I like, Blake Lively, I like Anna Kendrick, so hopefully the sequel will be good. Alright, other films out this week. We got another anime film called A True Fairy Tale, which features the voice talents of, Twilight actor Booby Stewart, the nanny herself, Fran Drescher, John Lovitz. Some interesting voice talents here. A rebellious teenager, teenage tooth fairy, a cuddly troll, and a brilliant goblin scientist unite to save their magical world from a menacing spider army. I saw the preview for this thing. It looks terrible. The animation looks awful. It definitely doesn't look so good. All right. Also out, we got a movie called Daydreamers, where a young vampire raised in secluded river community that surpasses his thirst for human blood is drawn into a dangerous world that tests his loyalty, beliefs, and survival. Could be interesting there. We got a horror film called Rosario, which this does look interesting. It's a horror thriller where a Wall Street stockbroker named Rosario returns to her grandmother's apartment after her sudden death. While sorting through her grandmother's belongings, Rosario discovers a hidden chamber filled with an occult artifacts tied to a dark family ritual. And this is actually directed by the same director who was going to do the upcoming Leprechaun reboot, but that didn't go to fruition. It does look pretty creepy here. You also got David DeMacklin, which, this movie is terrible. I bet you he's going to be the best part of it. It does look pretty interesting, so hopefully it's a good one. Or we got a movie called Holy Night Demon Hunters, which is a Korean film set in Seoul descends into chaos as a devil-worshipping criminal network emerges. In a desperate plea for salvation, the police turn to a secret trio of demon hunters armed with supernatural powers. Okay, could be interesting. We got a film called Savable, which stars Shia LaBeouf, which, you know what, Shia LaBeouf is, let's be for real. He is a 2A nutcase, alright? But the guy is still a good actor. I mean, every time he's in something, he always does deliver. Whether it's the movie Fury, whether it's a Honey Boy, American Honey. I feel if it wasn't for Shia LaBeouf's personal life and whatever, take a toe, I feel like he would have gotten an Oscar nomination for Honey Boy. But I feel like, with, how messed up Shia LaBeouf's life's been in the past number of years, I think the Oscars didn't want to nominate him for that, which is unfortunate. But hey, I think Shia LaBeouf is incredible here. This movie also has, Toby Kebbell, Nell Hudson, It's about an aging boxer struggling to escape the grasp of a small town while battling a fractured relationship with his teen daughter. I saw the preview for this. This looks interesting. Again, I like Shia LaBeouf, so hopefully this could be a good one. We also got a movie called Words of War, where Anna Polivis, I think I pronounced it right, was a journalist and human rights activist who proceeded with reporting on the conflict in Chechnya, despite considerable danger to herself, and tried to expose corruption within Russia under the government of Vladimir Putin. Okay. She continued in the face of poisoning and violence before being victim to contract killings in the elevator of her house in October 7th, 2006. Now, we also got like Jason Isaacs, coming off of The White Lotus Season 3, Sarah Hines. Can't say I'm more that interested in this, but it could be interesting, I guess. We got a movie called The Desert, which is a Sun Bleach neo-noir horror film about time, the chaos of our world, and our relevance of images in the cultural desert we are faced with today. Gonna be interesting there. We got a movie called The Surfer, which stars Nicolas Cage. This one does look intriguing. About a man who revisits his childhood beach to surf with his son. Humiliated by locals, he becomes entangled in an escalating conflict that pushes him to his limits. This does look intriguing. I mean, you got a crazy Nick Cage. What more can you ask for there? So that could be interesting to check out. We got a film called, pardon my French here, Bonjour Trésor. At the height of summer, 18-year-old Cecile is relaxing by the French seaside with her father and falling in love with her new boyfriend. However, the arrival of her late mother's enigmatic friend soon turns her world upside down. Now, this is, of course, a French language film. I saw the preview for this. It does look interesting to check out, so hopefully that could be a good one. We got a film called I'm Beginning to See the Light, which stars Jack Houston and Abby Cornish. You also got Brandon T. Jackson, Mark Boone Jr., Jamie Chung. Some interesting cast members here. Here's what it's about. Self-discovery is seen through the eyes of a trumpeter who finds salvation in a lighthouse. I like Jack Houston. He's always good. Abby Cornish is good. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Plus, you got a Sucker Punch reunion with Abby Cornish and Jamie Chung. So, that's pretty cool. We also got a movie called Off the Record, which stars Randy Qualley, who is the sister of Margaret Qualley. What's a shame she's not as popular as Margaret is, but anyway. It stars Randy Qualley as Aster Gray, a rising singer-songwriter whose life takes a dark turn when she enters a turbulent romance with a washed-up rock star, Brendan Verge, played by Ryan Henson, who you might know him from Veronica Mars. He's appeared on Two Broke Girls. He's been in some other cool stuff here and there. I've always liked Ryan Henson every time he pops up on stuff. He was even in the remake of Friday the 13th. He even appeared in a superhero movie years ago. I mean, he's always pretty fun to see on screen. So, I don't know. It could be cool to see him in this. Okay, we also got the controversial movie Rust. Now, if Rust sounds familiar, this is, of course, the Western movie that Alec Baldwin stars in, and it was a film where he accidentally killed the cinematographer on set. I really don't know how many years this thing's going to be premiering in, but I'm surprised this thing's even going in theaters. But, I do say, she did, of course, work hard on it, and if you, get rid of the movie, it's actually going to be more disrespectful, to be honest there. But now, as for Rust, if you guys don't know much about the story for this, it is about where, a 13-year-old who is literally fed for himself and his brother after their parents' death is taking on a journey to Old Mexico by his grandfather after being sentenced to hang for an accidental killing. I don't know how good this. I really don't know if this is gonna be good or not. But it's probably gonna be awkward to watch. But you know what? There was also tragic on the set of The Crow with Brandon Lee, and that movie still turned out good. So maybe despite the everything going on, like the tragedy behind the set, maybe the movie will still be turn out good. I mean, Helena, of course, did work on it, and even her husband, even of course her husband, gave the okay for it. So I don't know. We'll have to see how this thing shapes up. I don't really think it's going to be a much theaters, to be honest, because who knows if any theaters will actually want to be interested in even showing it, but who knows. All right. Now on the TV front, again, there's only 9 Halloween TV shows this week premiering. Only show that I'm more aware of is a Netflix series, The Four Seasons, which stars Tina Fey, Steve Carell. It is based on the Alan Alda film with Carol Burnett from 1980. I think it was 1981 or 82 or something like that. The decades-old friendship between three married couples is tested when one divorces, complicating their traditional of weekend getaways. I mean, the trailer does look interesting. I like Tina Fey. I like Steve Carell. Forte is in this. You got Coleman Domingo. I mean, and even I heard that Alan Alda is supposed to appear in this. That you don't really see Alan. I think the last time I saw Alan Alda in something was probably that 2016 movie with Tom Hanks, Bridge of Spies, 2016 or 15 or whatever. So always nice to see Alan Alda on in anything. So pretty cool there. I mean, could be interesting to check out. Hopefully it's a good one, but we'll see. Anyway, that's pretty much it there. Let me let you guys. Which of these films or series are you interested in? Are you interested in Thunderbolts? Despite the tragedy, are you even interested in Rush? The Four Seasons, etc. Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy Sire.